the tea on Brian McKnight is piping hot, bro.
Hey people, how you are doing today? Together Destiny here, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, it's a very interesting video of Brian McKnight. Why did my tongue twist like that? Hope you guys are doing great anyway. Okay, so during the week, there was this story going on about Brian McKnight, and I was like, should I do this story? Should I not? But now it's getting even more interesting. So if you don't know what's going on, Brian McKnight is a popular R&B singer. He's big. Okay, I love him. I love his music. I love his music. And apparently, Brian McKnight was married before, and now he has remarried. What has got him trending on social media was the fact that now he's married to, okay, this is it. Let me break down the story. Okay, girl, calm down and break down the story, okay? So apparently, he was married to a black woman, and he had 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. And his first son's name is Brian McKnight Jr. So this is what drew the attention. So now he has remarried, and he married, I think she's not 100% black. I don't know if she's mixed with anything, but she's not 100% black. And now he and his new wife had a baby. Obviously, the baby is biracial, and he decided to name the baby Brian McKnight with no junior on it. And then this woman already have other kids before they got together, obviously like him. People saw the way he was celebrating his wife's daughter, which is not technically his daughter and son. And people are like, where are your black kids? Where are your black kids? Why are you not doing the same to your black kids? Are you ashamed of your black kids? Why are your black kids not in your life? And this has struck a big conversation and got a lot of people talking. And there's more to this story. So before I get to what other people were saying about this story, I have a lot to say. But also, I just saw on the news last night that his daughter with his black wife, he's suing him, he's taking him to court for him allegedly that she had incest or something like that. I'm just going to leave it up here. I can't really, yeah, something about she's suing her father. Let's go hear what other people have to say, and then I'll come back and share my thoughts.
See, now, I normally wouldn't come for the woman in a situation where a man is being unhinged and narcissistic. But in the case of Brian McKnight, what kind of woman would stick beside him and accept that foolishness? Like, as a wife and a mother, how do you watch your husband disown his children, the kids from his previous relationship? And not only disown them, but like erase them from his life in the most cruel way by rubbing it in their faces that he has a new family, naming your new son Junior when you already have a grown Junior, saying that your stepdaughter is the best daughter when you have a whole daughter, a whole biological daughter, buying his stepkids lavish gifts while at the same time doing nothing for his biological kids. Like, as a woman, as a mother, how are you just like sitting there and watching this happen with a smile on your face? Like, I feel like you're just as diabolical. Have to be. And what makes you think he wouldn't replace you too? Like, that's just way too much bad karma building up in one household.
I was deeply disturbed when I saw how intentionally Brian McKnight is trying to let his bio children know he doesn't give a damn about them. Let's just start with his Instagram bio. He named himself as a father only to his new wife's 3 children, with no mention of his previous children at all. But the worst post for me was this one right here, where he says, "For the first time in my life, I got to experience what it's like to want to and plan to have a child made from love." Even if you do feel that way and that's your truth, why would you say that out loud knowing your previous children will see it unless you hate them? I've been a longtime fan of his and have gone to a few of his concerts, and I've always found the segment he does about his new wife a little strange. He makes it a point to tell his audience that he's never written a love song out of experience until he met his new wife, even though he was married for 20 years and had 3 children with another woman. Deadbeats are a common thing and there's no shortage of them, but this is a little different. He is clearly trying to rub it in his other children's faces that he started this whole new family with his new wife and they're not included. For a father to intentionally hurt his children is a bit vile if you ask me. And if his new wife is okay with this behavior, it shows what kind of woman she is too.
So I know y'all been seeing this whole Brian McKnight situation trend on social media about him not acknowledging his children. His I think he has about 3 kids. I'm not sure. But he has a junior. I do know that. And he has a girl. And I know he has another boy. So this post came up where he bought his stepdaughter a car. No issue. Whatever. Nice car. But the post is what was crazy, basically saying that she was the best daughter he could ever ask for when he already has a daughter, which is his biological daughter, whereas this daughter is his stepdaughter. So my mom was like, would you ever date a man like that? My thing is, first of all, I was insulted because why would you even ask me that question? Like, oh, you know me, I'm your daughter. I could never date a man that does not acknowledge his children. Like, for me to sit here and expect him to show loyalty to me when he can't even be loyal to his own kids is bizarre. Like, how? And the wife is just as wrong because she's enabling him. She's basically saying it's okay to do. And I've read some of the comments under the blogs or whatever, and they're just like, well, good for him. Like, what a way to tell people you're a deadbeat dad. And Brian McKnight's excuse, he's dealing with his demons. My guy, you should have thought about that shit before you had kids. Like, really. And I honestly feel for his kids because to sit up there and see that type of post where you're not even acknowledging them and he hasn't been acknowledging them for years, it's just crazy. It's just like, how do you go from being an involved dad and just cut them off like they didn't exist? And I know men do it, and I know some moms do it too. Some women do it. And I just don't understand. Like, these kids came from us. Like, they come from you. Like, I don't understand. And I understand people go through shit, and I get it. But to sit there and do what he did, it has to be like heartbreaking for his kids. It has to be. Moral of the story is, don't sit here and expect loyalty from a man who can't even show loyalty to his kids. Like, be smarter. You're smarter. You are.
Happy Sunday. Good morning. I just want to get on here and talk about Mr. No Good Brian McKnight, Mr. Trifling Brian McKnight, Mr. Let me get rid of my black kids Brian McKnight, and embrace these Hawaiian kids Brian McKnights. Okay, so I had to do a lot of research and everything on this, but I really wanted to have y'all listen to everything that I found out. So he's excluding these 3 black kids in this picture: Brian Jr., Nico McKnight, and Brianna McKnight. In case you didn't know, he had a first wife. Her name was Julia McKnight. She's also a professional singer, and I'm going to do a video just about her. And they were married from 1990 to 2003. That's Brian's mom, and that's Nico's mom. Brianna McKnight, I don't know who her mother is. I was trying to find that, but I didn't. It seems like he used to be really involved in his children's lives. So I just don't understand, like, why he's doing this. It's just so messed up. And we all have seen men who do this. They get a new woman and they just want to embrace the new children that they have. It's so sad and wicked. And I was noticing some things on his wife's page and his page that were just tripping me out. Like, and remember 2 years ago, he was claiming that they were ungrateful, spoiled brats, which I just thought was like, okay. But then this came back up, so I had to do some digging. I don't know if they're really these ungrateful, spoiled brats. So this is Leilani, his wife's page. And it looks exactly like Brian's page. I just found that really weird when I was doing all this digging. I'm starting to believe that she runs Brian's page, and she's the one who wrote the bio that excluded his children. You see here, she has the same bio. She put mother of Julia Jack Kakoa, Brian Quinoa, and he has father of Jack, Julia, and all of that. Same pictures, same everything. I think she might be influencing him to be the way that he is right now. This is a letter that he wrote to his newborn child saying that he's his namesake when he has a whole Brian Jr. disgusting. And then he wrote to his stepdaughter saying that that was the daughter he always wanted, but he has a whole daughter right here.
Y'all, it is 6:15 a.m. in the morning, and the tea on Brian McKnight is piping hot, bro. The screenshots is coming. Okay. It says, I just learned that Brian McKnight named his newborn Brian McKnight. He has an adult son named Brian McKnight Jr. This man is diabolical. And then down here, he posted the newborn, right? Dear baby Brian. It gets better. And then it goes on to say, is it weird for Brian McKnight to claim that he cut off his children because they're grown, yet he bought his stepdaughter, who is older than his biological daughter, a BMW for her birthday, then posted that the stepdaughter was the best daughter ever? Bro. Baby, I'm gonna have to make a part 2.
Child, this Brian McKnight tea is interesting to see play out online. So you mean to tell me this man, got married the first time, had 2 sons, he even named one of his sons, after him, cheated on her with a woman, got married to that woman, had a daughter with that woman, cheated on that woman with a non-black woman, and now he pretty much disowned all his colored kids. man said no colors allowed. Like, he disowned all his kids to the point where he has a newborn baby who he named Brian McKnight III to replace the first Brian McKnight. And his stepdaughter, he's saying on Instagram she's the daughter that he never had, and that he's now a daddy's girl, even though he has a grown daughter. Child, I can see why his first 3 kids disown him, because, sir, that's wild. You really say no colors allowed with your kids, huh?
Girl, and it gets better. Then also, it goes on to say that his ex-wife went on and post about the other daughter that he had outside of his marriage to his ex-wife. Okay, this is his daughter that was outside of his marriage of his ex-wife. Okay, this is one of his daughters, and she posted, our first baby girl is growing up, tagged her, tagged the brothers, tagged him and everything, like, in her post. Also, it goes on to say that y'all cannot convince me that all of his kids and baby mamas are the problem. He's just innocent in all of this. Y'all gonna keep defending this, visiting his stepdaughter at the same campus his biological daughter attends, and making a post while there of how he became a girl dad because of her. And she's the perfect daughter he always wanted. Okay? You see up there, University of California, Santa Barbara? This is his daughter's game page, Brianna McKnight. You see her uniform? She's a beast at volleyball, okay? University of California, Santa Barbara, okay? But going on to her bio on her game page, guess who is not mentioned? But guess who is mentioned? Her mother and her 2 brothers. And also, we're not going to forget about how Brian McKnight announced the pregnancy of his newborn Brian on his first son's, Brian Jr., birthday. It was diabolical. He goes on to say, any of my family on the McKnight side still have contact with my dad. Let him know that he is the biggest narcissist, sociopathic, for posting all of the on BJ's birthday. I know you've seen how spiteful he's been since the falling out, and I'm really tired of it. I know Thanksgiving is coming up, so when you see him, if you see him, please let him know I said this. Thanks. Okay, gotta get back to the job. He told you all I didn't have. Here's the pregnancy reveal. And this particular screenshot was for somebody that says, George Foreman named all his kids after him, blah, 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 it's his money. Girl, shut the up. Go to Brian McKnight's Instagram, and you will see that all his kids is not in his bio. Okay? Like, they are not mentioned anywhere. They are not anything. The only Brian that's there is the newborn. So, kick rocks, baby. Another one bites the dust.
So feel free, go ahead and share your own thought down in the comment section. Love to know what you think, because We know this, okay? Please go ahead, share your thought, but please, please, please do it respectfully. You don't have to disrespect anybody for you to air your opinion, and we are allowed to disagree, yeah, okay? We're allowed, but let's do it respectfully, okay? So for me personally, I feel like this is a thing, even with Africa, yeah? There's this thing that I'm going to talk about Africa more, black men in Africa, because I know them obviously. I'm in Nigeria, I live in the continent, so yeah. So for me, there's this thing even in Africa, not even just, there's this thing in Africa where biracial people are being put on a certain pedestal compared to black people. Biracial people are here, black people are here, literally, like. And I understand how this looked for him, but this really just screamed that you really don't want anything to do with your black children. And we've seen a lot of celebrities where they don't even mess around with black women, first of all, because they don't, and they don't want black kids. So they just, so for him, I don't know whatever transpired in his first marriage, what happened to him and his wife, and even, but whatever happened to you and your ex-wife, you should not affect your children. I know some people are saying that, oh, maybe the mom, the ex-wife did not allow him to have a proper relationship with his children, but there are ways to do that. It's very shady for you to give your son, because that's on that narrative part, like, oh, you don't know the relationship yet. I get it, but why will you name your newborn same name you already named your first son? That just showed like you're just trying to throw shade at your own child, like, okay. Anyway, guys, please go ahead and share your own thought about this story down in the comment section. Love to know what you think about this and what you think about a black man ignoring his black children for his biracial children. Please go ahead and share your thought down in the comment section. I love that glow. Ooh, did you see that? Anyway, guys, please go ahead and share your thought down in the comment section. Share this video with somebody, okay? Because that's what we do here. We have conversations, so let's have the conversation down in the comment section. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Like this video, because that helps YouTube to push out my content, and that will be you supporting your girl. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.